When people think about bourbon, they definitely think about Kentucky. My name is Marianne Eves. I am Kentucky's first female master distiller. Special water that we have in Kentucky is most important for the fermentation process. Our water here is very mineral rich. It's because of the limestone in the bedrock. And then there's the soil. It's got a lot of nutrient content. So the corn and the grains that we grow here is unique. And because bourbon has to be at least 51% corn, it makes its mark on the product.
Today, 95% of the world's bourbon is produced in Kentucky. It's an industry as old as America, with a history riddled with hardships and heartache. One of bourbon's earliest pioneers is German immigrant Jacob Böhm, a man known today as Jake Beam. In 1795, he used corn to produce his first bottle of bourbon, or Old Tub whiskey. It becomes a roaring success. The bourbon industry booms as the early United States pushes westward and continues to thrive during the Industrial Revolution. But all that progress is derailed in 1920 with the enactment of the 18th Amendment, Prohibition. The liquor, wine, and beer industry shuts down. By now, the Beam family business is managed by James Jim Beam, who has no choice but to shutter the Old Tub family distillery.
I'm Fred Noe. Jim Beam was my great-grandfather. I'm the 7th generation of Beams to be involved in the bourbon industry here in Kentucky. And he made enough money to keep food on the table and keep the family surviving during Prohibition. But the day Prohibition was repealed, at the age of 70, Jim Beam applied for a license and opened up the old Murphy Barber Distillery where we're located today here in Clermont.
After more than 12 years of Prohibition, Jake Beam's great-grandson, Jim Beam, names the new distillery after himself, and one of America's most beloved brands is born.
Start here with Jacob Beam. He comes up as David, and David, Jack, and Joseph.
Beams, we do one thing, we make whiskey. Look at the family tree spread out all through the bourbon industry because all the good distilleries had Beams making the whiskey.
But while the beam behind the brewery changes, the classic recipe remains true to Jacob Beam's original batch. And it's all made possible by one all-important ingredient, yeast.
The yeast goes back 7 generations. It goes back to Jacob Beam. He brought it over from Germany, and then it just got handed down generation to generation. My last name's Beam, if that's any indication. So we're still working off that same strain of yeast.
Of Jacob Beam's descendants, 30 have been distillers operating in North America, and they've all developed at least 40 different brands. The Beam